Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jenna Bradshaw. For those who have not been here, we chat all things holistic health, fitness, and wellness. Today's topic is going to be on the oncologist appointment and your checkups because I recently had to go for an oncologist checkup, and it's an emotional tidal wave of just so many feelings that pop up. But I have found some tools and strategies that have really helped to minimize like my fear of like a cancer reoccurrence or anxiety that pops up when you go into your oncologist checkup. It's kind of frightening. And so I wanted to chit chat about some things that I personally use. And there's a ton of research on these things that are also used to help minimize, fear, anxiety, depression, shortness of breath, headaches, any of that nature. So let's dive right in. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was just the baseline foundational necessities of, someone who, let's just say, is in remission, like myself, and they're going to just get their, for example, I have to go every 6 months to get my thyroid checked and make sure like everything's good. With that being said, I've had to accept the fact that I have to go every 6 months. I also have to become, I am grateful that I have this amazing oncologist and these doctors and nurses that really, and ultrasound techs, because I have to go, to get my ultrasound every 6 months, to be thorough. And the fact that I can just be in a space, for my best self, and I want them to be the best of the best. I want to make sure that I'm good. However, those are that aspect of everything, going to your oncologist, dealing with the oncologist and that department, those are the uncontrollable factors. Okay. So let's go over the controllable factors that you yourself can start today. Okay. That will help you lay down a foundation for, number one, just overall a healthier life and for your well-being. Doesn't matter if you have cancer or not. And build from there. So the first one, just in general, we know is exercise and movement. It's been on my channel. We talk about it all the time. There's a ton of research on it. Movement is medicine. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay. So regardless of the fact, and it could be anything for you. It could be walking, it could be running, it could be biking, strength training, aerobic work, high intensity work, yoga, where it combines your mind, body, and breath. Okay. Those are foundational. Like, start that today, just even if it's 5 minutes of just walking. So that's one thing that I utilize on a daily basis in my routine, but also helps me get through the fact of, it's also researched and proven that exercise reduces reoccurrence by 56% in cancer patients and survivors. So there we go. I'm also going to add an article that I wrote on the to-dos before you go to your oncologist appointment or checkup. So I'll link that in the description box as well for those of you who like to read. The next one, food. Food is fuel. Again, something we talk about on this channel all the time. This is also another thing that has to do with psychology and also just a foundation. There are specific foods and enzymes, vitamins, minerals, amino acids that help fight cancer. They have anti-cancer properties in them. So these are the types of things that we need to incorporate in our day-to-day basis. It's not just like a one-time thing. It's the same with exercise. It's not like you're going to work out once and magically it's going to, your cancer is going to disappear. Maybe it does. I don't know. I believe in miracles, so anything could happen, but it's all about the lifestyle that also helps you to feel more confident in the fact that you're controlling the controllable. There's nothing more, nothing less that you can do. You're doing what you can, and you're putting your best foot forward. It is what it is. So then the next thing on my to-do list of controllables before I go to my oncologist appointment would be meditation. That is like an everyday thing for me. Again, we've spoken about it on this channel. There's a ton of different videos that I've put up on this. Just in general, meditation helps with the brain. When you can relax your nervous system and become in a peaceful state, so this would be considered your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest, that's where the healing takes place. It doesn't take place in your sympathetic system where it's the fight or flight mode, fight, flight, or freeze. It doesn't happen there. It happens when we can relax and calm down. Again, I speak heavily about this in my book, A Survivor Story, about the research and why meditation is so helpful and for healing, no matter what you have. If you have migraines, if you have an injury, if you have digestive issues, no matter what it is, you can utilize meditation to help with your energetics so that healing can take place. So usually what I will do before I head to my oncologist, obviously I organize my schedule so that I can allocate enough time. I'm not rushing. Don't rush. Don't get all crazy. That will increase your fear level and your anxiety. We don't want to do that. So I'll literally go on YouTube and I'll listen to frequency sound healing or sound bowl hearing meditation. You can type any of those words in and like an abundance of them will pop up. Whatever kind of calls to you, I'll usually do anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. I'll just like lay down or I'll sit, depending on how my body is feeling and what kind of if I'm feeling like a lot of anxiety and stress, put in some headphones and I just, it will either be like a guided meditation. So it'll help you focus on your breathing, which goes right into healing as well. Your breath is your lifeline. We have to focus on nasal breathing and calming down our nervous system. Again, that's one of the important factors that I wanted to get across so that you can at least be somewhat calm going into your oncologist appointment or checkup. No, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of the outcome, you can at least have some peace of mind going into it. And then some other things that I would suggest would be get outside in nature, get some sunshine, be in the forest, be in the woods, be by the beach. I'm a beach girl. Like I love being by the water, things of that nature, walking my dog. That's another important thing. Things that are going to bring you in the present moment so that you're feeling good, you're hopeful, and the fear and anxiety isn't running your mind, which again, something that I really speak on heavily is the energetics and your emotions and your brain and your thoughts and your emotions, if you allow them, will run your life. And that's not a good thing. We don't want to be logically, we want to embody our healing and we want to know that we can heal. There is miracles that happen. You can be healthy, even if you are going through cancer before, during, after. These things help. There is a ton of research on them. I have tried all of these out myself. Trust me, it's been a long road. Okay. I was diagnosed at age 3.5 with leukemia, and then again at age 20 for thyroid cancer. And that was due to potentially, going through chemotherapy at such a young age. Okay. So there's been a lot of like research on my end that I've been doing, trying to kind of minimize the anxiety and stress levels and fear of a reoccurrence going into my oncologist appointment or checkups. Yeah, so these are some things, some tools, tips that will help you. You can add them into your daily routine. The things that I'm telling you, these are in my everyday routine, regardless of the fact if I have an oncologist appointment or not. However, I'm finding that a lot of these healing techniques will and can help you going into such a heavy feeling. And even whenever doctors are great, they can save your life, they're amazing, but also take what they say with a grain of salt, because if they tell you something and then you believe that, you can manifest that into actually happening, and we don't want to do that. So you have to know and stick with it, that all will be well. And these are just some tools and strategy that I have used, I found helpful, and I hope you find them helpful as well. And yeah, so again, I'll put the article the to-dos before you go to the oncologist checkup. I'll put that in the description box. I'll put my book, A Survivor's Story, A Holistic Healing Journey Through Cancer, in the description box as well. Where you can find that. And if you're interested in any type of coaching in terms of training, nutrition, or wellness, digital courses or classes, I will put also the link in the description box. So I hope that helps. And until next time, bye.